UAPs support idealism? If UAPs are real, what do they say about consciousness? Many say that there is a huge consciousness connection to UAPs that challenge physicalism. For decades, reports of unidentified aerial phenomena have included something far stranger than just lights in the sky. Witnesses often describe changes in consciousness, missing time, telepathic communication, symbolic dreams, altered perceptions, and encounters that seem to blur the line between psychology and physics. Whether these reports are true, mistaken, or something in between, one thing is undeniable. Consciousness is a recurring theme in modern ufology. Now, before going further, let me be clear. I myself have never personally witnessed a UAP, as far as I'm aware of. I'm not here to tell you, aliens or interdimensional creatures are visiting Earth or that every story is true. My own position is one of skepticism, but curiosity. I want to believe, but that want is intentionally tempered with skepticism, because that's the habit of self-respect that I've trained myself over the years to work on. However, I do have a brother who reported an experience involving missing time and a profound change in his belief afterward. I can't verify what happened because I wasn't there, but it illustrates how deeply these experiences affect people. And it's related to other paranormal phenomena like ghost stories, spirits, religious experiences, and so forth. I have other family members who have experienced anomalous sort of realities and experiences, such as knowing beforehand things that definitely happened later on as a matter of a pattern, which is very interesting too. Now, consciousness in ufology. So, recurring themes in the literature would include things like telepathy, missing time, altered states, synchronicities, symbolic communication, paralysis, feelings of unity, and just extreme transformations in worldview. Researchers often associated with these ideas would include Jacques Vallée, John E. Mack, Diana Walsh Pasulka. There's famous useful books if you want to read, like from Vallée's The Passport to Magonia. Vallée wrote Dimensions. Mack wrote Abduction. Pasulka wrote American Cosmic. She also wrote Encounters. One of Vallée's central themes is that the phenomena may interact with human consciousness in ways that resemble folklore, religious experience, and modern UFO encounters. Importantly, Vallée does not conclude that aliens are visiting the Earth. He argues the phenomena may be more complex than extraterrestrial hypotheses. Now, we also have government interest. So the US government has acknowledged unidentified aerial phenomena existing in the sense that some observations remain unidentified. Now, this is not the same thing as confirming extraterrestrial spacecraft, to be clear. Public figures and media personalities have increasingly participated in conversations about UAPs, helping bring the topic into mainstream culture. Dr. Phil recently Dr. Phil, who is a reality star, TV star, celebrity, was invited by the government to look at UAP phenomena in their files and so forth, him and his team. Now, it makes you wonder, why do they invite reality star TV celebrities and not scientists? I don't know. It would seem that scientists would be the ones who would take an interest in this sort of thing, but perhaps that's not the point. Perhaps the point is the government wants to expose the reality of UAPs to the broader audience. Then we have scientists like Neil deGrasse Tyson, who is generally skeptical. He usually argues that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. He mentions all the time that unidentified does not mean alien, and that anecdotes are not sufficient. So he provides a perspective, a counterbalance. But lately, he's released a new book, Take Me to Your Leader, where he talks about this, and he's come out publicly saying that it may be plausible because it's a huge universe. So it could be that aliens have visited the Earth. So it seems that he's taking more interest. Now, many may claim that he's just doing that to sell books by writing on a cultural narrative that's pretty popular right now. Or maybe he's just coming around to the idea that UAPs are probably real. Avi Loeb, he's a Harvard astrophysicist. He founded the Galileo Project. He advocates a systematic scientific study of anomalous objects, and he says that we should investigate without prejudice. Now, he does not claim that aliens have been proven. He argues that they should be investigated scientifically. He has also been selected by the government to investigate claims of UAPs. But he also sells books, and many people say he's a grifter. He's just trying, again, to ride a cultural narrative that's become very popular. But others argue differently. Other scientists argue that this is not the case. Now we enter Bashar. So there's one influential figure in New Age circles, and that's Bashar, a consciousness teaching reportedly channeled by Daryl Anka is his name. Bashar, the alien, should not be confused with the scientific research or government investigation, right? Bashar's idea is that reality consists of parallel probability states. Consciousness is fundamental. Telepathy occurs through shared consciousness. Extraterrestrials communicate through resonance rather than spoken language. And these ideas are metaphysical claims rather than empirically established scientific conclusions. Now, how does this all support idealism? Suppose, for the sake of argument, that some reports involving telepathy or consciousness-mediated interactions turned out to be genuine. Would this prove idealism? My own opinion is no. Would it challenge current physicalist assumptions? Possibly. Evidence of telepathy, mind-to-mind communication, consciousness affecting perception would require explanation. Now, these could be unknown physics, unknown neuroscience, idealism, dualism, panpsychism. Idealism would simply become one possible explanatory framework. So it's underdetermined. We would still have that question. Now, whether UAPs ultimately prove to be misunderstood technology, psychological phenomena, unknown natural events, secret military programs, extraterrestrial intelligence, or something stranger, they do raise fascinating philosophical questions. The recurring role of consciousness in many reports doesn't prove idealism necessarily, but it does invite us to ask whether our current models of mind are really complete. If reality turns out to involve forms of consciousness we don't yet understand, like interdimensional creatures, the debate between physicalism and idealism may become far more than an abstract philosophical exercise. Please leave your comments below. What do you think? Do you believe in the phenomena of UAP? Are you a physicalist? Are you an idealist? What are your thoughts on this matter? And if you like this sort of content, please support the show, man. Like and subscribe. I'm always trying to talk about deeper topics, and every Saturday we get together and panel up to talk about these things live, and you can participate. So please support the channel, and I appreciate your time.